refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we will be recapping the last couple days of the World Baseball Classic. Now that the pool play round is over, we have our matchups for the quarterfinals. I will go over that at the end of the show, and you will see what we got. So, before we get into it, I want to make sure that you guys are liking this video and subscribing to the network. If you have any baseball fans that you may know, make sure you're sharing this to them as well so they can stay tuned with all baseball news throughout the entire season. Also, make sure that you are showing the rest of the Refuse to Lose community some love in the shows that we have. We've got CTC, Carl Tucker College. Gives you everything you need to know about college basketball and college football. RBO, Real Ballers Only, NBA show. That's with Vaughn. We have Dave's Doghouse. Gives you the highlights and the lowlights of the sports world. In the red corner, that's with Ty, Ricky, and Tomo. That is a boxing show. We got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. That is a fantasy football show and football as well. Also, we have Unfazed with Joe and AJ. That is a debate show that goes on every week, so make sure you tune into that. And we also have Zero Sports Talk, which covers basketball, football, baseball, and I believe soccer as well. So we have all sports covered. So make sure you guys are tuned in, and you cannot forget the main show, which is basically the sports center of the Refuse to Lose community. Refuse to Lose, the show. It's on every Tuesday. Oh, actually every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys are tuned in. We keep you guys notified with everything going on in the sports world. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other news. All right, so we go into Monday night. Well, Monday, Korea versus Australia. Korea wins 7-2, going to 2-2, clinching a spot in the quarterfinals. Australia drops to 2-2. Bo Young Moon hits a home run for Korea, going 3 for 5 in that game. And Do Young Kim goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. Korea moves on. Then we go to DR versus Israel. DR wins this game easily, 10-1, going to 3-0. Israel drops to 1-2. Tatis goes 2 for 4 with 6 RBIs and a grand slam. and O'Neal Cruz hits another missile out of the park. 2 for 4 with a home run. Then we go to Colombia. Colombia wins 4-3 over Panama. They both have a 1-3 record in pool play. Ronaldo Rodriguez goes 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and Jordan Diaz gets an RBI for Colombia as well, for them to get their first win of the WBC in 2026. Then we get Great Britain going up against Brazil. Brazil wins this game 8-1. Well, actually, Brazil loses this game 8-1. Great Britain wins. Jazz Chisholm goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Matt Kopeniak goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And Ian Lewis goes 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a home run. Then we go to Pool A with Puerto Rico going up against Cuba, where Puerto Rico wins this game 4-1 to improve to 3-0 in the pool and advancing to the quarterfinals. Cuba drops to 2-1. Martin Maldonado goes 1 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a big double with bases loaded, and Carlos Cortez goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. Then we go to Venezuela versus Nicaragua. Venezuela wins this game 4-0, improving to 3-0 in pool play. Nicaragua drops their last game of pool play, going 0 for 4 in this World Baseball Classic. Cunha goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a home run, and Jackson Chourio goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. And we go to one of the anticipated matchups of this WBC. USA versus Mexico. USA wins this game 5-3, improving to 3-0 in pool play, and Mexico drops to 2-1. Judge goes 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs, and Roman Anthony also hits a home run, going 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And that was Monday. We go on to Tuesday, where Japan faced Czech Republic. It was a 0-0 game going up until the bottom of the 8th inning, where Japan scored 9 runs to have the final score be 9-0. Japan improves to 4-0 in pool play, and Czech Republic goes 0-4. Very cool little moment. The Czech starting pitcher got a standing ovation for his performance against the Japanese team, so that was cool. Munetaka Murakami goes 1 for 4 with then we go to Israel versus Netherlands, where Israel wins this game 6-2, improving to 2-2 in pool play, and Netherlands drops to 1-3. Jake Geloff goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and Matt Mervis goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Then we go to the final game of the night, where we had Canada going up against Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had already clinched, so they sent a lesser starting lineup out there, and they end up losing 3-2. Very good game all the way to the end. Owen Casey goes 2 for 3, and Abraham Toro goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. And both those guys have been tearing the cover off the baseball this tournament, so make sure you keep an eye out for them in the quarterfinals. And we go to the final day of pool play, where we had some great games lined up. 3 games all had winner go home implications, and we had a great day of baseball. The big story going into today was that USA lost to Italy last night, and they lost. It was 8-5 or 8-6 or something like that. And with the lineup that Mark DeRosa put out there, he had went on TV and said that the U.S. had already qualified for the next round, which they didn't. And he could have he put his team in jeopardy of not making it out of the first round. And that would have been one of the biggest choke jobs of American sports history that we could ever remember. With the lineup that he had, how favored they've been, even now they're still favored. So I just don't get how he didn't understand the rules, how nobody around him told him, hey, this is what's going on. What you said earlier at 10 o'clock in the morning was not right, and maybe he could have fixed it or put out a better lineup at game time and actually went out and won that game to go 4-0 and solidifying their spot as the 1 seed. But it was all up for grabs in this Italy versus Mexico game. And then in the Canada versus Cuba game, it was also up for grabs with Canada winning last night versus Puerto Rico. They had sole possession of the power of being a 1 seed with a win versus Cuba. And then DR versus Venezuela, they had both qualified for the quarterfinals. This game was for the 1 or the 2 seed. So the winner would be the 1, and then the loser would be the 2. So let's get into these games. Canada goes 3-1 in pool play, winning this game 7-2 over Cuba. Otto Lopez goes 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs. Abraham Toro goes 3-for-5 with an RBI and a home run. And Owen Casey goes 1-for-3 with an RBI. We go to Italy versus Mexico, where, like I said, D-Row did not understand what needed to happen. And it came down to the U.S. needing Italy to win this game, or Mexico to win, but not by as many runs. And I saw other people were saying that it was runs per inning because there was mercy rules involved. But the easiest solution for the U.S. to get into the quarterfinals was Italy to just straight up win this game, and that's exactly what they did, going 4-0 in pool play, winning this game over Mexico 9-1. John Birdie goes 2-for-3 with 1 RBI and a home run. Jacob Marcy goes 1-for-4 with 2 RBIs. And the captain of the Italian squad, Vinny Pasquantino, first baseman of the Kansas City Royals, goes 3-for-4 with 3 home runs, 3 RBIs. He makes history tonight, being the first player in World Baseball Classic history to hit 3 home runs in 1 game. So shout out to him. I'm not a coffee drinker, so if you've been paying attention to the Italians, when they hit a home run, they take a shot of espresso. So if you are a coffee drinker, make sure you take a shot of espresso for the kid, Vinny Pasquantino. And then we go to one of the best games of pool play, highly anticipated, and I believe it lived up to its hype. Two teams that are very prideful, 2 fan bases that are extremely prideful in their team and in their country. So this had to be one of the greatest environments to be in as a fan, right? No matter what team you were rooting for, just being there, part of baseball, part of that environment for baseball, it had to be great. So I'm extremely jealous of anybody who was able to be there, but let's cover the game. DR wins 7-5, going 4-0 in pool play. Venezuela drops to 3-1. Soto goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a home run. Tatis goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a home run. Ketel Marte goes 2 for 5 with an RBI and a home run. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and a home run. And that was pretty much their offense. The top 4 guys in their lineup went 9 for 18. So they batted .500 with 4 home runs, 5, 6, 7 RBIs. That was enough to win the game. So shout out to this Dominican offense. They have been tearing the absolute cover off the baseball this entire round of games, and it's only going to get tougher. Now we have all of the quarterfinal matchups set. So first game, we have Korea versus Dominican Republic, and then we have PR versus Italy. We got USA versus Canada, and then we have Japan versus Venezuela. And if you want to know who I got, make sure you tune in tomorrow for my bracket of the rest of the World Baseball Classic. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been a great tournament. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. And if you're not, then reevaluate your love for the game. Sorry. It is what it is, but this has been a great tournament. I've had people who don't really watch baseball that have been talking to me about it, and they've been loving it. So it's just different. It's a different type of baseball that you're gonna watch for 162 games. These games mean so much to the players, to the countries, to the fans. So it's gonna be a great weekend of baseball. Make sure you tune in to the games coming up this weekend, and also make sure you tune in tomorrow night so you can get my predictions for the rest of the WBC. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.